living, loving, and giving. He ran a family business after his father, Mr. Charlie, passed away. It is interesting to note that Mr. Charlie Carter, Bud, Chuck, and Nick were all members of the Exchange Club. Bud was a Christian man. He was an Eagle Scout. He received the highest Scout award given to a citizen, the Silver Beaver Award. Those of you who are scouts or have been scouts before know what achievement that is to receive an honor like that. He influenced many young men in scouting to achieve their Eagle position. Many stories can be told and should be told of Bud's influence in Exchange. He led our club as president, became district chairman and state president. Bud was Mr. Exchange Club of Georgia for many years. His love for the Exchange Club led him to park his Winnebago in the parking lot at Fairtown to always be available during his time of going through the officers' positions. But several of us know the real reason. What we're doing tonight is we're going to dedicate the Members Fellowship Hall in memory of Bud Carter. In doing that, it will keep a lasting feeling that when a member goes in that room, he or she will feel the presence of Bud. In closing, Bud was always in charge. He was in charge of the fellowship hall, whether he was on that committee or not. His orders continue to resonate as he said, "Hey, freshmen, get that damn apron on and get to work." God bless you, Bud. The Exchange Club brothers. Present this to you tonight in honor of your dad, but we want you to know that that will hang in the Membership Fellowship Hall, and we have a plaque over here dedicating the same thing. But we're so proud of the Carter family, proud of what Bud meant to this club, and please pass that along to Peggy for us.
I will do it. Can just a minute or two.
Well, part of it's been a minute.
I know. It'll be the first, but I'm not him, so I'm gonna just not try to fill it. But I do want you to know that my mom just couldn't pull the trigger. She couldn't get here. This maybe she'll be here later this week. But yeah, Exchange was it for Bud. God, if I'd have known how important and how much it meant, every time I got a report card, it would have come out on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Because he wouldn't have cared about anything I made. It would have been right after Exchange Club. So and there's just so many things and so much to appreciate. And I remember coming down here and what my mama would wear when I was 5 or 6 years old. I remember Bill Wells taking his cane down there and threatening to beat the glass house to pieces if they didn't let me in there with my badge on. But the thing that troubles me most is the young guys, the new members that won't sit at the table with him, because the old guy said, "I don't know all these kids. All these kids are getting in the club, and I don't know who they are." And Dad said, "Well, if you get off your ass and go over there and introduce yourself to them, you probably know their grandparents and what they did and what business they started. Go over there and start it." And so I, for a long time, I think, especially with the Exchange, I was too close to the man to see the impact he made on so many people. And it's awful to realize it now, so many years later. But I do know that there was one thing that always, and I'll mention this to you. I don't know why, but 11:11, that time on the clock, when all 401s were lined up, that was Bud's time. For some reason, that was just it, 11:11. So you'll find yourself, as we have over the last several months, when you see a clock at 11:11, think of Dad, because he will put it right there in front of you. Mom got home from the beach after 6 months at the beach. She said, that was your dad's place. I loved it with him, but my home's Augusta. She's back in Brandywine. She's been there just a week. We just got her back. She's doing great. She's sharp, you know, Peg. She ran the whole show forever anyway. Bud always thought he had his way. No, Peg let him think he had his way. But when they walked into that condo, when we walked back into that little place at Brandywine a week ago, and the light was blinking, and there was a message. Don't know who it was from, doesn't matter. But there was one message in the last 4 months on Dad's home phone, and it said, you have one message, Sunday, 11/11. And he's there. We know it, we see it. You just can't imagine how many times that 11/11 comes through. So it's neat. It's just his way of communicating, because he can't slap me in the face anymore. He can hit me with a clock. And I just I can't even get started with what you folks mean to us and the family, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for, I'm sorry Mom and some of the other folks aren't here. Sabrina's kind of taking care of Mom, because we kind of knew where we were going to be. So the worst thing in the world right now would be for me to talk anymore, because Bud would be really pissed if I talked anymore and stopped y'all from drinking. So that's the best thing I can say. So I love y'all, and I appreciate it, and thank you from my entire family.